guys, my name's Samuel Woodhouse. I got first place today at the Remote Duel Regional Qualifier for the side deck. Super fun event. I decided to play Sinful Spoils Fire King because I wanted to prepare for Phantom Nightmare, so I just picked up the cards, and I thought the deck was a good meta pick for this event specifically. The deck can go second pretty well, the deck's pretty consistent, and it can play through a decent bit of interruption, which I was able to break through a decent bit of boards today, which was great to be able to do that. So let's just hop right into it. I played 3 Legendary Fire King Ponix. There's no reason not to play 3. I want my deck to be as consistent as possible, so you gotta play 3 right now. Post Phantom Nightmare it does change, but right now you play 3. Then I played 3 Kieran. There's no reason not to play 3. The card is absolutely insane. You want to be looping this as much as possible, and you want to be managing how much you have left in deck. That's a very important part to play this deck properly, is to manage how many Kiirans you have left. So you want to be looping the same Kiiran as much as possible so you can retain the Kiirans left in deck. That is an important part to play this deck properly and be able to play it well. I played 2 Garunics. I played 2 because, in case one gets DD Crowed or Called by or something like that, I want to have the second one in decks just so I can be able to resolve my effects and get a big ride in the field. 2 does come up, and I want to change it for now. I played 3 Arvada. This could be a hot take, but I love this card. The card is great for grinding games to bring back Kieran, and then end phase Kieran gets destroyed, and then Kieran brings back Arvada, pops a card, and there's just kind of a loop of Arvada, Kieran, Arvada, Kieran. And it's also great to play around Droll. I thought Droll was going to be a big thing this event, and I was really glad I played 3, because if I opened this, it helped me play through so much more hand traps than I would have not been able to. So I would continue playing 3 for right now. Then I played 1 Barong. It's an engine requirement. It's not the best, but you have to play it for right now for some combos and stuff like that. I played 2 Fire King Sanctuary. I used to play 3, but I found that I kept on clogging on 3, so I cut it down to 2, and 2 was just great for me. I play Pot of Prosperity, so it helps me dig for this as well. Fire King Island basically does the same thing as an extender, so 2 worked out just great for me. And then, of course, 2 Fire King Island, just in case one gets outed, you want to have one in deck. And then 1 Skyburn. Skyburn's, I love this card. Just being able to, if I have Fire King Island or Fire King Sanctuary already, just adding Skyburn, it really just provides an extra layer of interruption, and that I find a lot of decks struggle to deal with, especially when you have Garunics in the grave or hand. This turns into 2 interruptions, which is amazing. I love this card. Then for the Sinful Spoils package, 1 Black Witch, then 3 Wanted, rest in peace my wallet, 1 original Sinful Spoils Snake Eye, and then 1 Ash, 1 Flamberge. This package was amazing all day. Wanted especially was great. It's unfortunate that it's so expensive, but the card's insane. Snake Eye, Ash, and Flamberge really increased the ceiling of my end board. Because without playing these, I found that a lot of the time my end boards were just too weak. People were able to break through it, and yeah, my follow-up would be able to kill them, but sometimes it would not. And I'd rather have these so I could put up a better end board. Also, game 1, this card's effect to put in a spell trap zone does come up. Even going first sometimes, if you get hand trapped, you can put Arvada to the spell trap zone, then you can spell show Arvada so you have an interruption opponent's turn if you get hand trapped to Oblivion. So this card does come up going first and going second, so I always continue playing this going for it. And of course, for Phantom Nightmare, you play this. And then I play 3 Pot of Prosperity, just for added consistency, and to be able to dig for some board breakers, dig for wanteds and stuff. I love this card, and the card worked out great for me today. I play 3 Fenrir. Fenrir is great in this deck because you can add another Fenrir, then Diabellstar Page Fenrir, so you can keep the cards that you have in hand, so you don't have to discard a Pot of Prosperity, for example, or a hand trap, like an impermanent Ash or something. I don't play Rise Heart because I find that you don't need it. The card is not good. If you open it, you're just feeling really bad. And besides, if your hand is weak enough that you have to go Fenrir, add Rise Heart, then activate Sanctuary, you're still ending on 1 interruption most of the time. Well, if you just go Fenrir, add Fenrir, and then activate Sanctuary, get Island effect, pop the Fenrir in hand, add Ponix, normal Ponix, add Skyburn, you end on 2 interruptions, and then you do have follow-up from Island and Ponix adding back. So you don't need to play a Rise Heart. I would not suggest it. I play 3 Ash Blossom, of course. You can add this back with Sunlight Wolf, you can pop it, and the card's just good right now. 3 Droll. I thought there was going to be a decent bit of Runic and Fire Kings here today, which I'm really glad I played this. I played 2 or 3 Runics today, and then 1 Fire King mirror match, and this card was insane every time I drew it against those decks. So I'm really glad I played it in the main deck today. 3 Infinite Impermanence. The card plays around talents. Fire King and Rescue Ace can play around it, and it's not that great against Lab, but I find that it's still good enough to play in the main deck, and I loved opening this card as well. So. And then last card, 40th card, Called by the Grave, just to play around Ash Blossoms and Trolls. I like this card a lot. You can Prosp Dig for it as well, which does come in handy. So, that was 40 cards. I wanted the deck to be as consistent as possible. Now, to go into the extra deck, I play 1 Garunix Eternity and then 1 Typhon. I didn't make Garunix that much. I did make Typhon a decent bit, and this card's really good, so I would continue playing this. Garunix Eternity I would still play, even though I don't make it that much. And then I played a decent bit of Link 1s, actually. So I played 1 Almirage, 1 Anima, and then 1 Link Karibo. Link 1s are really good in this deck, just so you can make SP Little Knight to be able to break boards. No one played into Anima today, but I find that a lot of people play into Anima. So I can turn, if I have Black Witch plus Ponix on field, I can turn Anima, and I can go Anima, steal something, then I can make SP Little Knight. That's 2 interruptions to help clear a board. And then I play Almirage because there's a combo that you have Ponix plus a fire. You can make Heat Soul, which I figured that if I'm going against Lab, and I want to have as much interruptions as against Lab as possible, because Lab can't play through a good amount of stuff. So I wanted today for Ash Blossoms and Call by the Graves and stuff like that. So I didn't do the combo today, but I would continue playing this going forward. Now for the Link 2s, you play 1 IP for the combo, 1 SP, self-explanatory, 1 Sunlight Wolf for the combo, 1 Hita, 1 Dark. I made these a lot today. These cards are really good. Especially, I did go Dark Effect, target my opponent's Dio Bellstar. Then I summoned their Dio Bellstar, used their effect, set original, activated original, send Sanctuary, summon Ash, Ash effect, send Self and Dio Bellstar to summon Flame Burge, just to help break boards. That was insane today. This card does come up a lot, and so does this one. Then I played Nightmare Phoenix. I played Nightmare Phoenix for Lab specifically. Didn't play any Lab today, but this card is good, and it can help you just pop certain spell traps. It's also a fire, so if they chain Imprint to it, you can chain Kieran. So that basically gets rid of 2 interruptions that your opponent has, which is really awesome. That's it for the Link 2s. Then for the Link 3s, I played 1 Celine. This card does come up a lot, especially because I play Droll, so you don't need to have Dio Bellstar in the grave to use Celine. So I can just go like Hita effect, take their like Ash, and then make Celine bring back Droll, and then make Access Code for game. Then I played 1 Heat Soul, of course. This card is really good for digging through hand traps. I did make it like once or twice today. I would still play it. If you like, there's certain like matchups where you rather end on Heat Soul rather than Appaloosa and Sunlight Wolf. Then for the Link 4s, play 1 Appaloosa for the combo, and then 1 Access Code just for OTKs and stuff like that. For the side deck, I played 3 Evenly Matched. This card, I played against Vanquish Soul today, and Evenly Matched did go pretty. I didn't put any Evenly Match against it, but I thought Evenly Matched would be good, and I saw it, and it was pretty good. Evenly Matched did come up a lot, like against Sprite and some rogue matchups that I played up today. I like this card a lot, and I thought it was good against Rescue Ace, so I chose to play it, and it worked out well. I played 3 Crossout Designator. Droll, I was really concerned about Droll, because if I don't end on much, my opponent's going to set up a board that I can't really break. So I wanted Crossouts just so I can make sure that I get off my combo. If I get off my combo, more likely than not, I'm going to win. And I decided this in a ton today, and it did come up. I love this card in the side deck, and I would not change it. I played 3 Cosmic Cyclone. This is for Runic, Centurion, and Flu. I just wanted to be prepared, especially for Flu. I was kind of scared of Flu because of D-Shifter and stuff like that, so I wanted a card to be able to go second against Flu. And I didn't go against Centurion or Flu today, but I did go against Runic, and this card was great against Runic, so I'm glad I played it. I played 3 Ghost Spell for Lab and Fire Kings. I decided this against Fire Kings, did help. I would keep on playing this going forward. Then I play One Ring Bali in the side deck. This is for Runic and Lab. Because if I can stick a Ring Bali on the field against Runic and Lab, especially normal summoning this against Runic, they don't really have an out for it. They have refreezing curses, but they can't flashing fire it. So this card comes up a lot, and I really liked playing it in the side deck. And then the last two cards, two pink. Those are for Rescue Ace mainly. I didn't see Rescue Ace. I saw Rescue Ace once, and this card did help. So I'm glad I played it. And you could play maybe Lightning Storm, but I find that pink's a little bit more impactful. So that's the deck. I went 8-0. Matchups were Vanquish Soul, I think it was 2 Runic Bestial, 1 Runic for higher Sprite, so a lot of Runics, 2 Branded Despia, 1 Fire Kings, and then 1 Melfi Sprite. So a lot of Rogue today, but this deck really performed well. It was able to handle a lot of the Rogue matchups really well. So I really enjoyed playing this deck, and I hope you enjoyed.